my phone. Today we're going to talk about books. We're going to talk about plethora of books, my mid-year tab, all the books I read this year, hits, misses, all the bang bang shaboom boom, as well as some webtoons that I've recently been reading this year that I've been eating up. Okay? So I'm going to start with the webtoons because it's not as much as my Goodreads. I'm going to also be doing my makeup in the midst of doing all this. So let's get into it. So my recents that I've been reading that are like this past weekend, I just couldn't stop reading, just couldn't stop scrolling, couldn't stop. There was so many episodes to catch up on because I ain't been in my webtoon bag, and then all of a sudden I just seen all these. Okay, let's talk about it. So Hiding the Moon. So basically it's this young girl named Samara. She goes to this little town. So I think this town is a Spanish speaking town because there is some Spanish like used on the sign. So I'm assuming there's a Spanish speaking town. So Samara runs away because she has gotten stabbed by this mysterious figure. And so basically she loses consciousness. She doesn't remember anything prior to that. And she just is like, somebody is trying to off her. So she runs to this town. And she works at a little barista shop in the beach side. Then she meets this man. What his name is? They don't even say. They don't say the name of him. They don't even say his name in the beginning, girl. What his name is? Shorty, what your name is? I'm trying to figure out this man's name. Let's see if somebody says in the comments. All right, let me pause. But his name is Kai. Why can I had to scroll into chapters to go find his name. So Kai, I don't know, my neck is itching. Kai and Samara are connected because of this legend of like the sun and the moon. Wait, am I spoiling? I've already cut that out. But anyway, so Kai had like a very bad, he's part of a gang, and the gang that he's part of obviously got beef with another gang, you know, the huge. So his beef with the gang has caused the rival son to be off, but he didn't do it. And so now he's on the, like, his boss made him go to this small town so that he can be hitting. But he's like, I'm telling y'all, I didn't do it. Like, it was some spooky ooky thing that did the killing. But like, nobody really believes him. So like, think about it, it's just in this town, just hiding out. And they're trying to like find him and stuff, you know, the use of criminal activity. So stop telling me ads, girl. So now he's here, but Samara and him start growing a connection because they just got that connection, girl. They got that connection. Every time they just did stuff, I giggle and kick my feet up because they are just immensely so damn cute. So, and then on top of her waking up after she got, you know, shanked basically, she wakes up and now she's seeing these spooky ooky like creature things, and there's this main one that's after her. Basically they agree to like help each other in the midst of all, you know, of that creature and the other little creatures, because he could hear them but she could see them. You know, amidst of all that, like, they're going through like supernatural things, but also like real life human stuff, because obviously the gang is trying to get him for allegedly killing the guy's son, and he's trying to tell him like, bro, I did not, like, he's trying to tell people like, I did not kill that man. I'm telling y'all, but nobody's gonna believe it because nobody's gonna believe that like some supernatural being, you know, really is the one that did it. So that's basically what's been going on so far. Another one that I read is called Sweethearts. When I said I ate that damn story up, I ate it up. So Sweethearts it's male led, which is different from like usual webtoons. Are always like, you know, the ladies first. So this one's new. There is some disability rep. The female lead, her brother is deaf, so there is some sign language usage in the book. I mean, in the webtoon, because the brother is deaf and her mom is deaf also. I'm saying her like she don't got a name. Her name is Penelope, and the male lead's name is Scott. He's autistic, so he just, you know, narrates his life through his autism. There is some triggering, but the author does a really good job of giving trigger warnings. So just letting y'all know that right now. So, like I said, Scott's navigating his life through his autism, but he wants to make friends because the only friend he really had in his life was his father, but his father is remarried, so he doesn't really see his dad as often. He lives with his mother. So his goal is to make friends. So he makes friends with Penelope because he sees like, dang, everybody doesn't want to be friends with her. But like, oh no, that's not the reason. He sees her one day like dancing to a K-pop song, and she puts on this facade of like she's like this, you know, this emo chick who is feared by everybody. Like there's no way that she'll be into like cutesy things, but that's her secret. She is into cutesy stuff. So he basically is like, can you help me make friends? If I keep your secret, you help me make friends. She's like, all right, let's do that. So as time goes on, they make together, they make like so many friends. They make Huru, they make Rebecca, they make Midzi, I think is her name. So they're like 2 guys in the group, and the rest of them are girls. And it's just everybody, there's a lot of ships in the book. Like if you are a shipper queen, you love to ship, there is a lot of that in this book. It's a lot of people, you know, getting together and being lovey-dovey, yubby. There is some trauma in the background of Scott's life pertaining to a particular girl named Delilah. I don't care what nobody say. I reading this, ain't nobody gonna make me feel for Delilah. I don't care. I'm not feeling for that girl. I don't care. Yeah, she had a traumatizing, you know, life or whatever, but like what she did to Scott still was right. What she wants to continue to do to Scott ain't right. Like, girl, go leave him alone. And just all of them are so, and like for them to be YA, it is YA. No, this is teen category. For this to be like a bunch of teens in high school. Hold on. The level of communication that is so well done between the two. Also the same thing in the other webtoon that I named. I'll show all pictures on the screen of the webtoon, so you know, y'all will know what it is. But nevertheless, both stories, the level of communication is so well done, but especially in Sweethearts, because like they're teens. You would think like, you know, their level of communication would be after, but nope, not here. No, these teens know how to communicate, and they know how to, like, you know, enforce their boundaries, and each of them are so respectful of their boundaries, even though sometimes some of them will stumble. But like I said, the communication is so tea that they'll explain something like, that wasn't the best thing for you to do, and the other person will be so understanding, like, oh, you know, I respect that, I understand that. Like, it's just so tea. Like, this person is eating. The person that's writing the story is eating. Like, I love it. So I 10/10 recommend Sweethearts. I recommend the other one that I said, like, read them, people, read them. Okay, I'll never steer y'all wrong. Let me tell you another one that I read that I was really into. Rules for Dating Trash. Yeah, it has its, moments where it's literally a little problematic, but it, the title literally gives it away that, like, you're gonna have a little bit of problematicism. Problematicism is not even a real word, but I actually made that up. But, like, I'm that girl, so go along with it. So basically, the female lead, what's her name? I'm probably gonna be a Korean, so I'm probably gonna butcher her name. Ihyun. So she basically Chanu, Ihyun and Chanu, or the male and female lead. Their lead is very hot, honey. Very hot, honey. But anyway, she basically fakes dating him so that her ex could leave her alone, because her ex, oh my god, there was this one part, her ex really tried it with her, and I was like, oh, he got some mother in nerve. He got some mother in, like, oh, the nerve of you raggedy bitch. You're the one that sit here and listed rumors about your ex-girlfriend and made her have to go on a 3-year break from college, and then you want to sit here and keep bothering her when she's literally trying to ignore you, and you worried about, like, oh, are you dating such and such? Are you like, girl, boy, mind your business. I'm not with you no more. You sit here and try to ruin my reputation in my life, and now you want to know what's going on. And they got to nerve to say, oh, the cheating ain't even that big of a deal. Oh my god, I would have kicked him. I would have drop kicked him. Like, I would have punched him in the throat and walked away. Because, like, sir, you got some mother in nerve. Like, when I say, if men got anything, is the goddamn audacity. And, like, that's exactly, like, oh, your cojones are so big, because really, sir, are you really trying? I would drop kick his ass, because what are you talking about right now? Like, what are you talking about right now? Like, you really, oh, he pissed me off, y'all. Pissed me off when he said that. And I'm like, oh, girl, you're better than me. Because I would have drop kicked his ass. First of all, he spread rumors about you. So I already warned an ass. But now you want to sit here and tell me, oh, that she didn't even, all that. So she's starting to fake date, the guy, the male lead, so that, her ex could leave her alone. But, like, it's really sad that she has to sit here and fake date another guy so that your ex could leave her alone, when you literally try to lie on her name and say that she was stalking you and da-da-da. But that's exactly what you're doing right now. Stalking her, telling her to go in your car. Oh, girl. She better than me, mama. She better than me. Click, boom. Like, like, y'all see that TikTok? Literally, that's what she need to do, because he playing. So there's that. Nah, y'all, like, oh my god, like, man, I ain't think they got the audacity. All right, so I'm gonna tell y'all some good GL recs, because people don't be talking about GLs enough for me. Like, I don't want to read about men. I don't even care that they're gay. Like, y'all talk about BLs too much. Like, oh my god, y'all always want to talk about men, even if it's men with men. Like, ah. Like, oh my god, where my real gay bitches at? I'm joking. I'm kidding. I'm just a girl, a gay girl. Damn. So anyway, let's go back to my GLs that I want to tell y'all about. So the first one is Dom and Moore. Oh, if I ever get into a relationship, I want a relationship like Dom and Moore, because they are so, wait, am I saying their name right? Yeah, Dom and Moore. They're so beautiful. The male, female, both of them are ladies, but one is, more androgynous. One's black, one is Asian. Blasia, stand up. I'm so unserious, y'all. I'm so unserious. But they're such a beautiful couple. They, they help each other through their different aspects of, like, very, hard trauma. I believe Asian one, I think the Asian one is Dom. She has, she's I think 8th. So, but like, so more, you know, she want to get ready, but like her girl, they're both so respectful of like the understanding of like the needs of others and of each other, and just like respecting each other like needs and wants, like I said. And it's just such a beautiful story. Like, I love them so much. Every time I read, did I just slap myself with the paper? I probably did. I just love them so much. I slapped myself with the paper again. Oh my god, did y'all see that? So embarrassing. But I tend to recommend them. They're so cute and cuddly, and how they like reassure each other so much, especially like with insecurities that was enforced by like outside sources of people putting those insecurities into the head. Like, I think more was like her mother will always put into their head that, oh, like, ew, don't get masculine, or don't get muscles in your arms, like, ew, like, why you want to look a man? And Dom would Moore would tell Dom that, and Moore would reassure Dom. I'm like not sure who's who. I'm sorry, person who creates this thing that I'm mixing up your characters, but y'all know, you know who I'm talking about. So basically would reassure their partner, like, no babe, I actually do not care if you put muscles on your arms or not. Like, I love you. Like, would it be hot? Hell yeah. So then the partner was like, all right, I'm gonna go hit the gym and build more muscle, just to be like, to make her feel like, oh, you think I'm hot? It's just so cute. Like, Dom is a model, and you know, like I said, since she's androgynous, she could, you know, do both like the male and the lady type of photo shoots. And it's just, let's read the fucking thing. Read the goddamn thing. You know, you see it. you see what's going on. So where's the other one I've like been loving and reading? The Mafia Nanny. Yeah. Like, come on now. They're both hotties. The nanny has a secret that her parents were in the mob, and she's trying to figure out who killed her parents. Oh man, can I say that? Well, who offed her parents? And wait, did she know her parents were in the mob? I'm sorry, y'all, that I'm just saying he, because I'm really bad at remembering names. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Davina, that's her name. And his name is Gabriel, of course. You know, he Italian, so of course his name is Gabriel. No shade to my Italians, but y'all names are pretty expected. I'm not gonna see my face. I'm doing my mascara. So basically, she's working for Gabriel to help, you know, nanny his son. His son wants to be a mobster so bad like his daddy. His daddy want to do everything he can so his son don't become a mobster like him. And he's just still such a sweetie patweetie, even though he think he gonna be the underboss so bad. And Davina just trying to figure out who offed her parents. She was raised by her nanny to become the elite nanny. And, you know, everybody trying to find out her tea as well, because they're like, this woman's, you know, background is crystal clear, but it's a little too crystal clear. Ain't no background that mother crystal clear. So, but like at the same time, like you can see he be flirting with her, and I be like, sir, you could back up a little bit. You could back up a little bit. But I still eat it up. Like, I'm talking crap like I'm not eating it up. You know, I'm just a girl, okay? I'm just a girl. So what's another one I've been reading I've been eating up? Oh, Lipstick Devil was another GL that I've been loving. The person who created it also has some naughty Patreon if you want to pay. Not me promoting them. But yeah, basically, like, it looking like it's about to be poly, two gay lesbian sisters and a lesbian worker. I know y'all gonna say there's a parent dynamic. I know. But I'm still gonna eat it up, so I support women's rights and wrongs. Ooh. Another one. Oh my God, Death Becomes You. How am I almost gonna forget Death Becomes You? I think it's gonna become a trouble between, you know, because she's like, I'm a girlfriend who wants a boyfriend who also wants a boyfriend, and they're gonna be boyfriends and they're gonna like love me. That's the vibe that it gives, and I love that for her. So basically, I think she's a witch, or she has powers, and he could transform into a wolf. But I don't think that's what it's called in the book, though. Sorry, Arthur. But they be so flirty-erty with each other. I be like, yeah. And then she just loves men who are like a bit dumb. And I'm like, she loves her little himbos. And I'm just like, yeah, Gwen. That's her name. Like, I just remember the name out of nowhere. Yeah, Gwen. Especially her ex that she used to mess with, like, he not that bright, but he cute, so she let it rock. So she was found in the wilderness and then raised by royalty. She's basically trying to get her sister back from this man that's basically, she feels like he's keeping her hostage, but the girl's not really kept hostage. The girl like, I'm good, sister, and she's like, no, you're not good. I'm done with my makeup, FYI. I want to wear a gloss today. I'm thinking gloss, but what gloss though? I'm a Fenty Diamond Milk. So basically, she feels like her sister is, you know, being held hostage. She's just like, sister, I'm not being held hostage, but she don't know that, so she's trying to go rescue her from like a god. So that's basically what's going down, you know. You gotta read to figure out more. It's already 20 minutes, and I'm only up to the webtoon. I'm not even up to the books. Another one, Winter Before Spring. Yeah. They're both gay. They both, I think one's bi and the other one's lesbian. Yeah, I think so. And so, like, I feel so bad for the, like, quiet, timid one. She has white hair. Because her bestie basically used her sexuality against her to get stuff out of her. That is so up. To use your own friend's sexuality and lie and say that you're gay just so you get stuff out of her. That's foul beyond comprehension. Like, that's foul. And then she basically started bullying her and like allowing other girls to bully her. Like, you're a girl kisser, you know, all this like not transphobic, all this very like homophobic like things towards her. So the poor thing has a lot of internalized homophobia, but because she's been traumatized by her own friend, make it feel like she's wrong for that. And so, like, I think she became friends with the other girl who basically like defends her against the bullies. She starts crushing on her, but she keeps like having the internalized homophobia. Like, really, should I really crush on her? Like, girls are not supposed to like other girls. So she keeps lying to herself that she likes men, when that's just not the tea, and that's just not the case. And so this other girl that she becomes friends with, she's a year under them. She ends up having a girlfriend, and she's like, that's supposed to be okay to have a girlfriend? And like, they kind of look at her like, what? But they never say anything because it's just like, maybe she don't know no better. It's a little ignorance, but it's literally because of her internalized homophobia that the things to the other girl helps her to like get through that and really just navigate, understanding like, no, there isn't nothing wrong with liking girls. Like, your friend's a bit, and I hope she get her rock. She didn't say that, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Another, I'm gonna say two more and then I'll be done. Another GL one is called Cinderella. So basically, Giselle, her best friend, she has a crush on her, and she has a crush on her friend. Her friend's a princess, but she's supposed to marry the pirate killer. She don't believe that he actually killed the pirate. She thinks that he's a fraud and he's a liar, and obviously she has a crush on her friend. She thinks that her friend, and then her friend, I think she liked her too, Giselle. I think the friend liked Giselle, but you know, she got to keep the facade that she got to marry this man because this is what the people want. As a princess, she can't help who she married. That's just really how it is for her. And it's Blasian realness too, because Giselle is Asian, her friend is black. We love Blasia. Stand up. Blasia, stand up. Blasia's winning today. The country of Blasia is winning today. Then Giselle meets this other girl who's a pirate who wants to kill the guy who killed her boss or her like mentor or something, the pirate king. Okay, Hangjun. I can't be serious, y'all. So yeah, so they form an alliance to kind of like spill the guy's tea and trying to figure out that he's a fraud. I haven't read in a while, but that's what I got so far by reading it. The last one I'm gonna read is another truffle. It's called Love Me to Death. So necromancer Victor, this fictional country hates necromancers. They think they like the work of the devil because they're controlled by the church. So basically, the female lead, what her name is? I don't know right now, y'all. I don't feel like going to look. But the female lead, somebody murked her, basically. So her fiance hit up Victor to bring her back to life on some Frankenstein type stuff. So she got brought back to life, but she can't speak. So now they're connected through his heart, because basically she's using up his juices of his life to bring him back, like a life for a life. Like, duh, y'all, come on now. So they basically become a trouble because they all like, you know what, we gonna rock this together till the wheels off together. And I'm like, yeah, good for her. Why have one when you can have two? But it didn't start out like that. It worked up to that. Like, they built trust among each other to like be able to bring her back to life fully without him being connected to her, and while him like having to like basically like die for her to become back alive, because they all grow to like care for each other. But now they're on the run because the main guy, the other guy of this trouble, that's not Victor, his family is pretty prestigious in this make-believe country. And, you know, he uses his money, his resources, as a good man should, to basically protect the little brown boy and the brown girl, as he should. You know, as he should, as a privileged whitey, that is what he's supposed to do. That's what he's doing. You know, so now they in the underground in hiding so that they don't get caught by the church, you know. And he did some heavy blasphemy by bringing somebody back to life. And now this other girl that's on the inside is trying to figure out, like, oh my God, who murked your fiance? Because somebody done off her, but we trying to figure out who did it and why. Like, why did they want to bring y'all together and then go kill her? That's fucked up. So that is all my webtoons, and it's about to be 30 minutes of me talking about just webtoons. And First Angels, you just can't just, you know, yap real fast. So I read 40 books after I have a 75 goal for my reading. I've read 40 books so far, and I'm gonna tell y'all my hits, my misses, you know, all the boom boom shebang bang, okay, and what I'm currently going to read. Okay, so my 5 stars so far this year have been, did I read it this year? Let me see, because I gotta make sure I read this year. Okay, my first 5 star this year was Sing Me to Sleep by Gabby Burton. Like I said, same with the webtoon. I will put pictures of all the covers of everything that I said on the side of right here, so you can know exactly what I'm talking about. Sing Me to Sleep is about a girl. It's a YA book. She basically is a siren. Sorcy is a siren. And the king of this land that she lives on hates all like mythical beings, and like he only cares about himself and his family. But the ones they hate the most is sirens. So they basically like murked her entire lineage, but she's like one of the only like last bit. They hate humans too. It's a lot of like genocide and just discrimination. Like, damn. I'm black, you black. I thought it was cool, but I guess not. So she's a siren. So she basically in hiding about being a siren. She's an assassin on the side because they know she's a siren. The people who use her as an assassin. So they know she's a siren. So they use her to basically, you know, murk some people. So basically now she's the guard of the prince. And her assignment is to like murk him. And then somebody is secretly sending her notes of being like her adopted sister. They're basically like sending her notes like, if you don't do this for us, we gonna tell your sister's secret. And she's so so scared to somebody to find out, you know, for them to leak her sister's secret. And the person who's the one that was blackmailing her, my jaw dropped. I was like, wow. You know, wow. So that's all I'm gonna say, y'all. My other 5-star read was Spring Awakening by J.S. Jasper. She is also coming out with another book next month. It is also a gay book. 2 girls, we know that's right. I love Spring Awakening. Mally becomes a PR of this local rugby team, and this boy, her favorite player is the guy Zach, who he's her favorite player. So she like already has like a ting for him. Her family loves that rugby team that he's on. I already talked about this book in like a previous videos before, so I don't know if I should really go, but like this is about mid-tag, so I'm just gonna say everything. So basically she has like she's already like him because she already knows about this rugby team because it's like her family's like favorite rugby team. So she like starts, you know, she already like, he's already her fave. And they would form a little relationship, and she got a kitty cat. So cool. And they form a little relationship, and their communication is so tea. And oh, back to Sing Me to Sleep. There's a part 2. I have not read it yet, and I need to, but I haven't read it yet. But I'm trying. But back to this one. It's just so cute, and I liked it, and I loved it. And I gave 5 stars because I thought they were just so cute. And like the way that she would do things for him that he was scared that she wouldn't do, but for him she would. Even though he didn't want her to do it, like he wasn't like guilting her or anything to like make her do these things. She kind of just wanted to do them all on her own, and I'm just like, I love y'all. My other one is called A Love Most Fatal by Kath Richards. She also is having it's a sister mob book, but this one's different. The mobster's not a man. The mobster is a woman. Yeah, she like really though, like she really like changed it. Like she ain't become mob queen because she married in. Like no, she mob queen because this is lineage. And she already has hardships because she knows that a lot of people are not gonna respect her because she's a woman, and she knows that. So she's like, well, that's too motherfucking bad because I'm here. I'm like, yeah, that's right, queen. Let them know, queen. Let them know, queen. So basically, she starts falling for this guy. Her name is Vanessa. She starts falling for this guy. He's a teacher. He's a teacher. His name is Nate. He's a teacher. And she's like, I don't know how this is going to work. Like, I'm mob queen. You're a teacher. And the reason she meets him because her sister, I think her older sister, she becomes the leader of the mob because her older sister left it all behind to be a mom. So she's the middle sister, so she takes it as a middle sister. I understand. And so now she gotta be mob queen, and she asked for this, but she got to because her sister done left it all behind and left it at her feet. So she gotta do what she gotta do. And she meets him because her sister couldn't make the Tantrish conference, so she ended up going to her sister's place, and that's when she meets Nate. And it wasn't the best start how they met, but you know, it got better over time. Go read it, go check it out. My other 5 stars, Demon's Dream, An Unexpected Love by Ellie Kaysen. 5-star read. Even though I'm gonna be real, I don't really care for like it's like multiple couples in this book. this author. That's why it's 700 something pages. But to be honest, I didn't much care for the main couple, which was Dream and Damon. I didn't care for her. I thought Dream deserved better than Damon. Like, I know that this is, you know, supposed to be a little toxic, but like, he was annoying the out of me. Like, he was annoying me, and it was just like, Dream, I think you should leave him. Like, for real. Like, even though he might kill everybody that you might go after afterwards, he don't deserve you. Like, the other couple that's in this book, I don't remember their name, I like them so much better. Like, the guy has so much better communication skills than Damon did. And I was just like, and like, the other guy was so more mannered of like expressing his feelings and how he felt for her than Damon ever could. And I was just like, you're a loser. I don't like it. Even though I still gave 5-star read though, but like, he was annoying me. My last 5-star read by my favorite author, Tia Williams. Audrey and Bash are just friends. I gave it a 5-star read. It's her YA debut. I loved it. I thought Audrey and Bash was just so darn freaking delicious, adorable. Tia was never disappointed. She knows how to write a romance like no other, even though this is different for her because she's always wrote like contemporary romance. This is her first YA. I think she did exceptionally well of still navigating the mind of teens, but still being romantical, and I loved it. And I think you meet Audrey in 7 Days of June, which is one of my favorite books of all time. I love that book. I 10/10 will recommend anybody. If you ask for a book recommendation, I'm gonna more than likely say 7 Days of June because it's just so freaking good. I don't know what to tell y'all. It's just so freaking good. So I'm gonna tell y'all now. That was my Storygraph, because Storygraph like puts away like in a category of all your 5-star reads, so it makes it easier for me to figure out my 5-star reads. I'm gonna tell you some books that I DNF'd. Not that they were bad, I just wasn't picking them up, and I was reading them and I was into them at first, and then I just like got out of it. And that's Kill Creatures, which I have it right here physically. Kill Creatures by Roy Power. And another one is Messy Perfect by Tanya Batiju. Hope I am not saying that wrong, but I'm probably am, and I'm sorry. But anyway, so those are two books that like I literally I started them and I read them, and then I could not finish them because I just wasn't in the mood with them anymore. But I saved them on Libby, so if I ever want to go back to them, I'll go back to them. But there ain't no guarantee. Let me tell you this one book that really, you know, grind my mother in gear. Wait, was it this year that I read that book? Yes, it was this year. I rated it 2 stars. Not My Type, but S. Elmford. That book pissed me off so mother bad. It pissed me off so bad. I don't remember why it pissed me off. Just know it pissed me off and I gave it 2 stars. That was my least favorite book I read this year. I just did not like it. Here I am seeing bigger stars than it deserves. That book pissed me off so bad. That's like the second book. I don't know if it's by this particular author, but that book pissed me off so bad. I don't, like I said, I don't remember why I don't like it, but I just know I ain't liking it. It pissed me off. Some other books that I like this year that they weren't 5-star, but they were pretty good. Cat People by Tanya Guro was a really cute, fun book that I liked. How to Survive a Slasher by Justine Pulika Winans was another book that I liked this year that I read. And girl, that's all my books. There's no way that's 40 books. Hold on. There's no way that's 40 books. Or it could be. I don't know. There's no way that's 40 books. I knew there was some books missing here. Ooh, Hungerstone. Hungerstone by Kate Dunn. Loved it. Loved it. Heart, they're not available. What? What you talking about? Another one I love, Strange Sweetness by Tashi B. Williams. Loved that book too. Loved it. Church Girl. Loved it as well. By Nima Simone. Oh my god, this book, Addiction's Wasteland by Chantel Davis. Another book that pissed me off so motherfucking bad. Oh my god, I think I give that book a 1 star. And then My Sister, the Serial Killer. Love that book. Really good book. She basically was trying to hide that her sister potentially had killed a bunch of men. And she basically like tried to like helped hide that her sister was doing that. And then she started falling for a guy, but he started liking her sister. And she was just scared that he was going to end up being one of her sister's victims. So she would try to warn him, but he thought that she was just being a jealous sister. And yeah, The Love of My Afterlife. I thought that book, why is it saying that the book is not available? That's why it's not showing up. Whatever. The Love of My Afterlife was really cute. So basically, she died unexpectedly in her home, and she felt like she didn't really do enough in her life to just die the way she did. So basically, the person was like, look, if you find somebody to fall in love with, you'll go back to life. No, I'll bring you back to life, and if you fall in love, you can stay alive permanently. So it's basically like giving like Little Mermaid-esque of like, you kiss the guy on the 3rd day, and I liked it a lot. I liked that book a lot. I did, and I 10/10 recommend that book. So this is not all the books that I read this year that I'm telling you about. This is just ones that I particularly liked and favored, and that I didn't favor, and that I had to leave behind. So these are currently reads that I'm reading. Shadow Obsession by who? By Evelyn Lang. Your One World Elevator Pitch. Come on now. So I'm currently reading that. You know I had to read it out. You know I had to read it because I really loved the elevator pitch. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna like this book. This is the book that I was telling you about. That's the second book by that person that did Spring Awakening. Yeah. I don't know why I'm doing that. Why I'm said I'm gonna show you on the screen. I'm also currently reading another gay book, GL, Where There's Smoke, by Erika Alexander. Such a cute book. So cute. Like, some books that I started that I have yet to finish is If You Give a Single Dad a Nanny and A Darkness So Sweet. I have started those books and I have yet to finish them, but I should, because I'm in a good cluster of them. So that is my mid-year tag, webtoons and books alike. I hope you enjoyed the webtoons and books that I said. I hope that y'all want to read the books that I said, especially my 5-star reads. And I hope y'all want to turn on some webtoons that I said. And I will see y'all on my next bookie video. Oh my god, I could not say my peace out, y'all. To the next time. As always, like, comment, subscribe, share. Tell me your mid-year books that you have in the comments down below. Any books you would recommend me to tune in for. And I'll see y'all on the flip side. Mwah.